To all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring.
When you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats.
Yo,
right.
Pat, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man, you're right, Murder. I apologize.
Yeah,
First of all, Pat,
man.
all we said was...
What's wrong with these? Cam, stop trying to explain that to that, man. It is what it is.
Behind the fame, there's a line you don't cross, a line that separates the entertainers from the executioners. Most people in this industry, they stay on their side. They play the game. They smile for the cameras. But what happens when something decides that the rules don't apply? When a man looks at the kings of the industry, the legends, the so-called tough guys, and decides they all need to be humbled. This isn't a story about a podcast. This is a case file, a dossier on a man they call Murder Mace, a lyrical assassin who came out of retirement not to make hits, but to make examples. He operates with a simple, brutal philosophy. If you step out of line, you will be put in your place. And nobody is safe. The case of the delusional enforcer. Patrick Beverley, an NBA role player who suddenly thought his voice carried weight outside the court after wild comments about his pregame rituals. He made the fatal mistake of targeting Mace's co-host, Cameron.
What's wrong with these? Cam, stop trying to explain that to that, man. It is what it is, man.
Watch closely. This is where it begins. Not with a shout, but with a calm, dismissive sigh. Mase isn't angry. He's disappointed. And that is so much more dangerous.
Yo, right. Pat, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man, you're right, Murder. I apologize.
Yeah,
First of all, Pat,
man.
all we said was...
He doesn't just check Pat Bev. He psychologically dismantles him, reducing a professional athlete to a running joke. But when Bev tried to escalate, Mace's response wasn't a diss track. It was a threat, delivered with chilling casualness.
Choke you out. Pat Queens fans, Pat choke you out like Spreewell.
This wasn't for the cameras. This was a message, a warning, and the industry was starting to listen. But the real test was yet to come. The music industry has legends, and then there are legends. Men whose names are spoken in whispers. J. Prince, the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, a man whose reputation for being a real one is woven into the fabric of hip-hop. When Mase and Cam criticized boxer Shakur Stevenson, a fighter Prince manages, the legend himself stepped out of the shadows.
To all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets.
The entire culture held its breath. This was the moment. Do you bow? Do you back down? Do you show respect to a man who commands it from everyone? This was the line. And Mase, he didn't just cross it, he set it on fire.
I got this one. We starting with you.
What followed was one of the most breathtaking, nail-biting 4 minutes in podcast history. A direct point-by-point dismantling of a street legend.
When you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance, pause. We're not little, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't. I never respected in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got.
And then the kill shot. The line that echoed through every corner of the industry.
If you're 60 years old and you're trying to be a street, you failed.
He didn't just check J. Prince. He declared the old rules null and void. The fear was gone, and everyone was now on notice. If you're just discovering the raw, unfiltered power of these breakdowns, you need to make sure you don't miss what happens next. The world of fame and power is about to get even more explosive. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we are just getting started and the next target could be anyone. But a king doesn't just defend his throne from other kings, he also puts his own court in order. Even his own co-host Cameron isn't safe from the crosshairs. This is where the case file shows Mace's versatility. The man is a master of tone. He can go from street enforcer to a ruthless, hilarious comedian in a heartbeat.
You know what's crazy about when you just said that? I was on the way to work today, listening to some of your music and shit, and I was listening to Started Something, and you was like, often I bug and bust off in a thug. Bring your crew in them, I'm doing them. Yo.
Where's my phone when I need it? Oh, you back to that. You back to that. He ain't learned nothing yet.
Yo, that song is hard, boy. I know pause. I'm like, I put myself says they often I bug. And I know the lyrics are like often I bug. And what is Murder talking about?
He unearths the most cringeworthy, buried lyrical secrets and presents them as evidence for the court of public opinion. But the most devastating piece of evidence against Cam, the infamous Diddy House interview.
Check us out, we here right now. Harlem's on, we in the house.
That's a fact. Harlem, baby.
Harlem. Check us out, Pink Horsepower. Yeah. What does it do, Cam?
I can't tell you exactly what it do, but you gonna have a lot of fun with your ladies, baby. I guarantee you that, man, for a fact.
Uh-oh.
It's strong.
That's that shit where you can't open the top, so you know it's that work.
Oh, now we see.
Yeah, you know it's that work. It's sealed. Can't. If you know the children can't get to it, I gotta open up my own. B, I ain't see you open that. I ain't see you open that.
No words are needed. The look says it all. This is psychological warfare, and Mase is a 5-star general. But the comedy is just a weapon. When the situation demands pure, unadulterated savagery, Mase can reach back into his past and deliver a verbal execution that leaves permanent scars. The prime example, the long-standing, deeply personal war with Diddy. The billionaire mogul tried to dismiss Mase, demanding receipts for his claims of being owed money.
You know, the Mase thing, you know, I did one album with Mase. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people. And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? Bring your receipts.
How much money does somebody like a Mase owe you? Because the reason I say that—
Mase owes me $3 million. Whoa. That's facts. I got the receipt. And I'm not gonna go back and forth with Mase. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I'm just gonna, if I'm here, I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm gonna speak up for myself now. And I will tell anybody thinks I owe them something, show me the receipt. You get paid in 24 hours.
It was a power move. A billionaire daring a podcaster to prove it. The response wasn't just a diss, it was a eulogy, a chilling, methodical recitation of the dead.
Yo, I did this. Talking about he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I signed it. Cause I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
He didn't just provide receipts, he provided a body count. It was the most brutal accusation imaginable, wrapped in the cold, hard truth of history. But Mase wasn't finished. He took the battle to the stage, performing his diss track Oracle 2 live, systematically dismantling Diddy's entire legacy in front of a roaring crowd.
Try to starve me, I did a lot of work, and I just never got paid. So when you don't get paid, you don't show up to work. And people keep asking why you keep coming and quitting again. That's a good question, because every time I get promised I'm gonna get paid again. And when I find out I ain't getting paid, I quit again. You supposed to teach Coach and P about a legacy. Instead of follow you, you teach them treachery. Come on. And now you say you check for me without you check for me. You know what you talking about is murder, double jeopardy. He's saying let it go. You bugging, nigga, I can't let it be. Tell niggas don't talk for me. I can only talk for me. I know what my budget read. I read the joint every week. I'm on a no way out tour, but it's a way out for me. Try to dangle money, they didn't think I ever leave. love to starve the artists, but they love to pay the freaks.
Love to pay the freaks.
These weren't just bars, they were indictments. He painted Diddy not as a king, but as a traitor to his own people, a man who built an empire on the graves of his friends.
Now it ain't no way to fight. Now he out here waving white. I know your strategies and what your habits be. And right now I got a hole in your faculties. So when you get the nerve to come after me, what audacity. Gotta know that dollar sign wasn't rapping free. Actually, after Big died, what a travesty. When Mase left, there was nobody after. Guess I got the last laugh.
The architect of culture, or just a master marketer, Mase had rendered his verdict, and the public was the jury. From Shannon Sharpe getting schooled on biblical gangsters, to Scottie Pippen getting clowned for his family drama, to Dwayne Wade's painted nails being compared to seeing Jordan in lingerie, the case file grows thicker by the day. So, what is the final analysis? Who is Murder Mace? He is the industry's independent variable, the man who cannot be controlled. He doesn't need your cosign. He doesn't fear your reputation. He operates on a code of brutal honesty, where no relationship is too sacred to be spared and no figure is too powerful to be humbled. He is a living reminder that in the new media landscape, the power has shifted. The gatekeepers are gone, and one man with a microphone, a razor-sharp mind, and absolutely no fear can hold the entire world of fame accountable. The checks have been written. The verdicts have been delivered. This is Behind the Fame. The case on Murder Mace is closed until the next target steps out of line.